The Aurora of Bliss. Extracts from lectures by Paramahansa Yogananda. Bliss is the pole star to which all mariner souls, storm-tossed on the waves of tumultuous sorrow and exciting pleasure, look for guidance. Bliss is God's consciousness, His being, His supreme quality, His infinite life. Feeling an ever-increasing bliss in attentive meditation is the surest sign of His presence. The greater the bliss, the deeper the contact with God. There are two ways of experiencing bliss: by Sabhikalpa Samadhi and by Nirvikalpa Samadhi. In the Sabhikalpa state, the meditating devotee becomes so inwardly immersed in bliss that thoughts, feelings, memory images, all sensibilities of the world fall far from the consciousness. Just as one who is deeply engrossed in reading an interesting story does not see or hear what is going on around him, the devotee becomes so absorbed in the enjoyment of bliss within that his awareness is wholly absent without. It is not unconsciousness or a mentally chloroformed state in which there is simultaneous disappearance of consciousness, both internally and externally, but a supernal state of heightened inner divine perception. In Nirvikalpa Samadhi, or complete union, the yogi enjoys simultaneously the transcendental bliss of the absolute beyond creation, as well as Spirit's blissful omnipresence in all universal manifestations, the unmanifested ocean of Spirit and its manifested waves of creation in the universe. In this state, with closed or open eyes, while walking, talking, sleeping, meditating, the devotee consciously contacts the all-pervading bliss as the summum bonum, transcendent, but also immanent in all creation. He realizes that bliss, conscious, intelligent, everlasting, all-pervading, ever-new joy, has frozen itself into the primordial causal, luminous astral, and gross physical creations. As one becomes immersed in bliss by deeper and deeper silent meditation, he finds the fountain of bliss spraying through the pores of his consciousness, thoughts, feelings, and sense perceptions. I remember the day when, for the first time, unlooked for, from behind the clouds of the drudgery of routine meditating habits, the aurora of bliss suddenly burst upon my consciousness. It surpassed all my expectations. Joy undescribable. The light of bliss illumined all the dark corners of my consciousness, clearing away the shadows of all questions, passing X-ray-like through gross objects and showing me all things lying beyond the horizon of mortal gaze, east, west, north, south, front and behind, above and beneath, within and without, all around, everywhere. In the light of this aurora, I saw the entire motion picture of the cosmos. Dead memories of ages past were resurrected. Bliss lit the hall of the universe, and all at once I beheld in it all my blood relations, soul kinsmen of the past, present, and future. Stardust, gems, flowers, birds, and beasts, mothers, fathers, sisters, brothers, saints, and hoary sages. After such an awakening, the yogi silently says, peering through the dark nights of my unfruitful meditations, looking steadfastly wisdomward, at long last I found the aurora of bliss suddenly bursting within my consciousness. Its brilliance, which had dimly twinkled behind the clouds of countless incarnations, scintillated through my unfulfilled aspirations. Unveiled splendor! The beautiful scenes on the canvas of the sky are painted with the varied colors of bliss. The music of violins, birds, spheres, atomic vibrations all play together the grand symphony of bliss. The perfumes of flowers are saturated with the fragrance of bliss, their petals fashioned from the beauty of bliss. All joys are inspired by bliss, the wine of the gods, thirst allaying cool drinks from fresh streams, the honey of flowers, fruit nectars, all flow from the winepress of bliss. My thoughts with open mouths seek to drink of bliss in all activities of life. My wild fancies dip their curiosity-parched lips in the golden river of bliss. My feelings swim on waves of ever-new bliss. My intuition, spread like the ubiquitous ether through everything, mingles with the all-pervading, inly flowing bliss. I listen to the enthralling music of bliss. I smell, taste, think, feel the sense-surpassing delights of bliss. I behold bliss everywhere, in all things. I embrace bliss in every form and particle of creation. From bliss I come, for bliss I live, and in bliss I merge. Bliss is the ocean in which all the waves of my desires, dreams, ambitions, sense cravings, actions, devotion, wisdom have melted into one sea of fulfillment. Past, present, future drop their veils. I behold the molten rays of the ever-changing, everlasting aurora of bliss pass through the sextillions of thoughts that coursed in the brain of each one of the myriad beings who had lived, hoped, and died. The aurora passes through the lightless light cosmos of causal thought forms, hidden behind the walls of earthly sun rays, moonbeams, and inhabited planets. From this thought womb, the one lifeblood of bliss flows down through the arteries of thoughts of all contemporary individuals. Astral bliss electricity shines in all animate and inanimate bulbs of being. All dreams of art, literature, science, of religion and scriptures, of thoughts, activities, and inventions, yet to be dreamed in the brains of future Earth or other planetary generations, wait for the help of the omniscient bliss to weave their storied tapestry. In the hall of bliss, in the dream mansion of cosmic aurora, I behold mountains, starlets, denizens of civilized and wooded jungles, thermomagnetic electrical laws, man, beast, thoughts, spiritual perceptions, all singing together in perfect harmony the song of universal brotherhood. Excerpts from the book The Divine Romance by Paramahansa Yogananda.